Hi everyone, today we are going to demonstrate one more application that is typically used for managing leads with respect to admissions that are going to happen typically in the educational organizations. This is typically the login page where the counselors or the admission officer can log in to manage their leads. I'll just log into the application. I'm just logging into the admin portal now. Once we log in, we get the brief statistics in the dashboard where you get to know the total number of counselors, and when you point on the specific graph you also get to know what does that there are 101 new leads assigned to this particular counselor named Chushma, and there are around 68 leads in admin. And if you can point out this green icon here, the small green icon, no, there are two, which have been already enrolled by the counselor Shushma. And if we go in depth, overall there are 270 leads, out of which one is assigned for callback, enrolled, and this is just the statistics are from the demo dashboard, which may not be exactly in the real-time followed up option. And you can also check the leads in the form of graph source wise, where whether that particular lead is available or obtained here based on the missed call that you have got, or maybe from the website or from the Shiksha portal, or manual uploads by the admission team, or from the social media inquiries, or maybe landing page or CT data, whatever it is. And when you still come down, you can also see the counselor wise leads statistics, which typically list out all the counselors. You can see what is there in the callback or close, not interested, or enrolled, failed. Now you can also see there are certain numbers which are being displayed there. So for example, now if I probably take the first counselor which is listed here as Jagdish, when I come here, there are 9 leads which are failed, and there is 1 lead which is in follow-up, and there are 10 leads totally assigned to him. When I probably come to a counselor called Karthik, there are 24 in failed and 3 in new, 1 in follow-up, and totally 28. And even when you probably click on this particular number 28, you can see the list of those 28 leads, which are those leads. I'll have to probably change this number to 50 so that it will list out all those 28 leads here. And I can even open and see what is the status of this particular lead, which campus, and what is the status, when do you want to call them back, and all those details. And counselor can typically even edit the details and update and all that. You can also source wise see this table, which will help make your statistical analysis very easy. You can also check the details channel wise, from which channel exactly you have obtained, whether from a landing page, or from one of the colleges, or request callback, or going to your website and clicking on admissions, apply now, or whatever it is. You have an option called my leads. Let's go to an option called my leads, and you can probably list out all the leads here. You can list up to 100 leads at a time in a page, and more than this, we have given a very good pagination option where you can go to the next page and see the other leads over there. And you can as you see in the screen here, you can add campaigns. Campaigns are basically assigning the emails to be sent in the scheduled durations. Maybe if there is a event which you are celebrating, you can just send the details to a lead. Or maybe if in case you have offers to be informed to the candidates, you can assign these campaigns stating this is available on so and so date. You can also click on refer leads, and so for example, now I'll select these 2 leads, and I'll have to maybe assign it to one of the counselors, so that that particular counselor starts following. Now maybe I'll assign these leads to a counselor called Raghu, and then click on save changes. So automatically those leads will be now assigned to Raghu. And when I refresh, if you can see, those 2 leads are now not available because they are now assigned to a counselor called Raghu. And you can send bulk emails, bulk SMS for the selected those things, and you can download all the leads, you can add activities as in send SMS on this date, send email on this date, and henceforth. You can also refresh all the leads. When I click on filter leads, you can filter leads based on counselor. So for example, now if I select Jagdish as a counselor and then apply filter, I get only those leads, which are assigned to Jagdish. So similarly, I can list them based on source, based on channel, based on priority, based on status, substatus, center that he or she has been chosen, or course that they are interested, branch that they are interested, on creation date of that particular lead or modification date, and these are the typical filter options that we have given here. And we also have given an option called follow up, when since there are typically no follow up leads which are available on this particular date now. No, it is basically not showing any here, but if there is any lead which has to be followed up today, it will be basically listed in the scheduled to follow bucket. And once it has been followed up, it goes to a filter called followed on time. If in case you miss out following that particular lead, it enters to miss to follow on time, so that the counselors typically does not miss out on following the leads on time, so that they're always reaching the leads on time to convince them to get admission in your institution. And there is one more option called campaigns, where you can create new campaign. It may be a email campaign or SMS campaign, and you can select the templates. Basically we'll show you where exactly you can create these email or SMS templates. You can also specify date and time when this campaign has to be run. So all these leads will be basically listed out here, that you have already run. You can basically run two types of campaigns here. One is your SMS campaign and the email campaigns to reach out to the candidates. And you can also go to settings and specify the new sources. If in case there are any new sources or new channels that you receive data from, you can specify the priority levels to the lead, whether it is high priority, low priority, or medium priority. You can specify the status, as in whether he has followed or he is in follow-up or new or personal visit or whatever it is. And you can even specify the substatus. And you can manage the centers based on whichever the centers that you have. You can manage all the courses that is available in your campus for the admission. You can even manage the branches. You can manage the activities that has been that is being performed, and all these settings can be done by admission director itself. And you can also go to templates. This is where you can create your email and SMS templates. So for example, if I choose email here, I will basically get an option to create a template name, subject, and put the email body here, so that this particular template is ready to run the campaigns. If in case I have to send SMS, then I'll have to give the SMS template name and then put the message of the SMS here, so that is also ready to send any campaigns or maybe use it later. You can also add all the counselors here, where there is no bar on number of counselors that has to be created. You can create any number of counselors and divide your leads accordingly, so that it will be easier to manage more leads, and particular counselor can probably go into their own buckets and manage their own leads. All the failed leads will be basically available here, where either email ID or contact number may not be correct, wherein you can probably later again try to fetch that data from the possible sources and update that lead, so that it automatically goes to the new bucket. So this is a brief of admin. Let me log out and also probably go to one of the counselor account. See, when you log into counselor account, you get the similar sort of dashboard, wherein you basically find only details that are related to you, but not all the no details. Even when I go to my leads, I'll not be able to list out all the leads. Instead, I find only leads that are assigned to me in this particular login, and I'll not be able to list out all the leads as well. And no filters are also available for you to probably check out the leads of other candidates and all that, so that you get to know what is going on with other counselors, and you can basically follow up only your leads. So if you probably select other counselors, it will not get listed out here, because only an admin can list out the all leads, and this particular counselor can list out only their leads. You can still refer leads to other counselor, send emails to candidates, send SMS to candidates, add activities, and you can also follow up all your leads which are assigned to you. And these are scheduled accordingly. If it is supposed to be followed up today, it will be in the yellow zone, and if it is missed to follow up, it comes to red zone, and if it is followed on time, and it will be basically into a green zone. This is the typical options that are being given to the counselor for the follow-up of their profile. So this is all about our application that we have developed, and this is typically very useful for the admission procedures in the educational institutions, which is being already used in many institutions, and shortly we are also installing it to the other institutions. Thank you.